Hi guys, I'm Dr. Candace with Life Blossom Wellness, and today I'm going to talk about 5 things you probably haven't tried to get rid of belly fat, and that's what's coming up next. Hi guys, I'm Dr. Candace, and today I'm going to talk about 5 things that you can do to try and get rid of belly fat. So what's the very first region you think of when it comes to weight loss? Maybe you're thinking about thighs or hips. Maybe you have some extra fat in the back area, the upper back, or maybe your buttocks need a little work. Well, the number one region when it comes to weight loss and fat loss that we mostly think of is the abdominal region. I mean, just think about it. What's the holy grail, so to speak, of beauty and fitness? It's abs. We all want those flat abs and that 6-pack or maybe even that 8-pack. And no matter how many crunches we do, we just don't seem to see it. Why is that? Well, that's because of belly fat. And there's actually 2 different types of belly fat. So there's subcutaneous belly fat and then there's visceral belly fat. Now, subcutaneous belly fat is exactly as it sounds, under cutaneous skin. Subcutaneous belly fat is that belly fat that's right underneath the skin of our abdominal region, and it's kind of jiggly. So if your belly kind of pooches out just a little bit, think about laying down flat on your back, and if your belly kind of flattens out, then you have subcutaneous fat. Subcutaneous fat is not metabolically active, thank goodness, but it's aesthetically unpleasing depending upon who you talk to. And then the second type of fat is visceral fat. Now, when you think about visceral fat, that's fat that actually surrounds the organs, the abdominal organs inside of us. And everybody has some of it. But when you start getting excess amounts of it, that's where the problem starts. Think about visceral fat, and you're going to think about a big, giant beer belly or a Santa Claus belly. A belly that's very round and a belly that kind of sticks out there. Now, the more fat that you have, the more visceral fat that you have, the more there's a risk for diabetes, metabolic syndrome, even cardiovascular disease. So we want to keep visceral fat to a minimum wherever possible, since it does act as a metabolic organ and sends hormones throughout the body. So you might be wondering, why is it so hard to lose belly fat? Well, the reason why it's so hard to lose belly fat is abdominal fat has something called alpha-2 receptors. And alpha-2 receptors actually inhibit fat loss and fat breakdown. The other fat deposits around your body has more beta-2 receptors, which actually promote fat loss and fat breakdown. Whereas the abdominal region fat has more alpha-2 receptors. So we're kind of working against genetics here as well. So what are some things that you can try to lose weight? Well, the very first thing that you can try to get rid of horrible belly fat is probiotics. So some of us take probiotics for gut-related issues, maybe constipation or diarrhea, or maybe a combination of both, or IBS. But taking probiotics along with a healthy diet and exercise actually gets rid of belly fat faster than diet and exercise alone. Specific strains like Lactobacillus casei or Lactobacillus acidophilus, even Lactococcus lactis, and Bifidobacterium bifidum actually help to break down belly fat faster than diet and exercise alone. So take probiotic when you're doing your diet and your exercise, and you're going to see the loss of belly fat quicker. The second thing you probably haven't thought of to try to lose belly fat is reduce your stress. So there's good types of stress and there's bad types of stress. So if you're getting married, you're nervous because you're getting married to the love of your life, that's good stress, right? And if you are stressed out because you are having financial hardship and you can't pay all of your bills, which are due tomorrow, that's bad stress. Now, our bodies don't see good stress and bad stress differently and responds the same to whatever stress there is. When you are stressed out, your body releases a hormone called cortisol. So cortisol is a steroid hormone. It's released from the adrenal glands, which are sitting on top of your kidneys in your back, and it does a lot of different things. But one of the things that it does is it helps to deposit fat around the abdomen. So the more stressed out you are, the more fat is going to be deposited in your abdomen thanks to cortisol. So if you reduce stress, less cortisol is released into the bloodstream, less abdominal fat is deposited, and then it's easier for you to work off what you already have instead of working at a deficit where you're trying to get rid of abdominal fat, but you're still putting more and more on because of the cortisol secretion. So that's number 2. Try to reduce your stress. Number 3, go to sleep. So sleep, or the lack of sleep actually, is related, very closely related to abdominal obesity or excess belly fat. And the reasons are multiple, but one of the biggest reasons is when you're sleepy and you're tired and you don't go to sleep, what's the one thing that you do? You go and you have a snack, because that snack is going to give your body energy. It's going to break down and give your body energy, and then you're going to get the energy that you need to go and complete your task without sleeping. Our bodies are made to sleep for a reason, because we need to regenerate. And when you're not giving your body that chance to regenerate and you're eating extra calories that you don't need, it's going straight to your waistline, which is unfortunate. So another reason, when you don't sleep, your body is under greater stress, which takes us back to number 2, which means that not sleeping is releasing more cortisol, which puts more fat into the abdominal region. So sleep, some experts say you need 7 to 8 hours a night. I recommend whatever works best for you. And I'm not saying whatever you can fit into your schedule. That's quite a different thing. What I'm saying is, if you find that you feel refreshed and energized and you're ready to go on 5 hours of sleep, and if you sleep any longer, it's just not possible, you can't stay in bed that long, or you feel horrible, then 5 hours of sleep is probably what you need. Or conversely, if you need 10 hours of sleep and you can't function on less than that, then you sleep 10 hours. You listen to your body, and whatever your body is telling you sleep-wise, then you follow after it. Just make sure that you try to go to sleep in a nice dark place, and you wake up with the sun without using that alarm, if that works for you. So that's the 3rd thing that you can do. Go to sleep. The 4th thing that you can try, which I have not tried personally, so if you have tried it personally, please let me know in the comments and tell me how it worked out for you, is body wraps. Body wraps have actually been studied, and these plastic body wraps have been studied against just exercise alone, and it's been found to have weight loss, especially abdominal weight loss, with using a plastic body wrap and exercise, as opposed to just exercise alone. And so the plastic body wrap actually was used in conjunction with green clay that had iron in it and green tea. Now, green clay with iron actually helps to break down fat, and it can be absorbed through the skin, along with green tea, which has catechins in it, which increase your metabolism, along with caffeine, which also increase energy. So if you're up for it, go ahead and get yourself a plastic belly wrap with some green clay and green tea, and slap it on and work out and see those belly pounds melt off. And then let me know how it worked for you, and maybe I'll try it too. And then the very last one, the final thing that you probably haven't tried to lose belly fat, is lemon verbena and hibiscus supplements. So lemon verbena and hibiscus supplements, the polyphenols in them have been found to decrease appetite hormones like ghrelin and increase metabolism. So for instance, ghrelin is a hormone that the body secretes when you're hungry, and people who are obese have more ghrelin secreted. If you have a lot of abdominal fat, then you can have more ghrelin secreted than someone who doesn't. So the lemon verbena and hibiscus mixture has actually been shown to decrease that signal. So you're less hungry and you eat less, and it's long-term weight loss, and you're actually upping your metabolism to get rid of belly fat. And it's been shown to actually reduce abdominal obesity as well. And lemon verbena and hibiscus is actually very, very delicious. It's got a slightly sour taste, a little tart. So if you like that flavor, then you can actually take that. But I always recommend speaking to your naturopathic physician first, making up a plan that has not just supplements but healthy diet and lifestyle recommendations as well, and then you can actually take it from there. So those are actually 5 things that you probably haven't tried when it comes to losing belly fat. And let me know in the comments how it worked out for you. And thanks for watching. Make sure to let your health potential bloom with Life Blossom Wellness. Bye.